Hey everybody, welcome back to the Overtime Thoughts Podcast. This is episode number 10. Special episode. Right, you do the thing.
Yes, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
So, you saw Anna in the little intro thing. She's going to be in and out of the studio and breaking things. But it's episode 10, like I said, so it's a special one. I'm going to have another special guest on about 7, I believe, 7-ish. He's been on here before, so if you know about that, you know who it is already. Want to have another one on, scheduling things happen, and oh well. Got a special. It's going to be crazy. Riley's going to get extra crazy maybe later.
Oh, yeah.
But
stay tuned.
This is a big thank you, and it's not a big list yet. I mean, it will be one day because I love this so much. Riley loves it. Everybody that is around me loves it. I only have about 368 subscribers so far on the podcast, but the 368, thank you with everything in me. Like I said, small so far, but it means the world, all the views it might get, and the likes, and just people that listen to it and watch it. It means a lot, and going from doing a music career to this, like just the snap of a finger, it was a lot to take in at first. Because like, even though I wasn't widely known about it, and that kind of thing, it still was a lot of my life for 7 years. But now I know for sure I made the right decision. Even if my phone doesn't ever get big, I still appreciate everybody. And when it does get big, I'll still appreciate the new people, and I'll appreciate the older ones even more. And it's it's a crazy fun thing, and I love it. I don't like to get serious too much on here, but I just wanted to say at the beginning of this episode, thank you. And thank you, Ryan, for being my co-host. I always knew when I started I was thinking about you being my co-host anyway.
What?
So, yeah, man. Thank you. And Anna, she's the podcast mascot, I guess. I talk about her a lot. Even though she's not even 2, she's a big reason why I decided to do a podcast. Because it's like every time I was in the studio doing music, she knew I wasn't happy. She knew, like, every time I went in there, she was like, no, come back out here. Now I'm doing the podcast. If I'm not in here 24/7, she's going to kick my ass. So, and Zoe, I love you. I appreciate you because no matter what I've done, you supported me. And, yeah, I mean, music, this. If she said I wanted to go on a street corner and sell my body, I don't know. Which I'm not going to do. She supported me, and she loved me for what I do and who I am. I mean, I'm a mentally unstable, anxious. My eye twitches. Have you ever seen it? My eye twitches like crazy because I get nervous and anxious. That's not going to change because that's just who I am. She loves me for that. And my dad and my mom and everybody else, even though they're not super into this, my dad loves it. He watches like every single episode so far. The whole thing. Thank you. My mom's not a huge person of that. It's kind of hard to get into podcasts but once you get into it, it's really fun. I mean, honestly. But everybody just straight up, just thank you. I love you. And I know, Ryan, you've only been on here for 3 episodes now? 10? Yeah, if you want to get on here and thank anybody or just shout anybody out.
Oh, yes.
And we'll get started in a little bit.
Yeah, first of all, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Troy for putting me on with this. And I had an inkling that he was going to want to co-host. I just didn't think that it was going to be me anytime soon. But ever since joining on here, it has been nothing but fun, just pure chaotic randomness, sibling rivalry, and probably lots more of that to come. I will be assured of that.
Oh, yeah.
And also, I'd like to also thank those that support us out there, all 368 of you, and hopefully the more future ones. Thank you. And also to those that have supported my decision in joining in on this, and especially my lovely lady out there. You know who you are.
How many are there again? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Kim, I'm kidding. It's just you.
Yes, it is just you. You and only you, babe. And with that out of the way, let's just get started with this episode 10 special. The big 1-0, first milestone.
Yes.
One of many.
So, this is for my sports fans. I want to get into this real quick, even though you're not. You follow it enough. You know what I'm talking about, at least. I hope.
To a degree.
The Pacers are up 2-0 on the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to follow the trend about what the hell, Burton? What the hell, Burton? You know, what the hell? Literally. Dude, I had no freaking clue. Like, I love Tyrese Halliburton. They call him the most overrated player in the NBA. I don't know why. I think his assists dropped a little bit or something, maybe. But you watch him, you think of butter. He's so smooth, dude. It's not even funny. Love Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen, Evan Mobley in Cleveland. I don't know. Indiana might take this with them. I mean, if they're going into Indiana, I think, the next 2 games. I don't know if they'll sweep them, but I wouldn't be surprised. And then the Knicks. I'm not really following the Western Conference as much. I'm a loser. It's the Knicks and the Celtics, and my neighbor's actually a big Celtics fan. He's pretty pissed. The Knicks are up 2-0. The first game, the Celtics took 63 pointers, made 15. I'm like, and then the next game, I think they took a lot less. But I'm like, they're not shooting for shit. Mikal Bridges on New York, he's been like locking them down at the end in clutch time. First game, he stole it from Tatum, I think, or blocked him, something like that. He made him turn it over. Didn't make the shot. That's all that matters. The second game, I think it was somebody else driving down towards the baseline. They tried to pass it back. I think it was Tatum, and Mikal Bridges did the same thing, stole it, threw the ball up, and that was it. I'm like, I didn't think this was going to happen. You know, as a sports fan, like, I don't watch basketball as much because I said every 2 seconds, like, tweet, foul. Okay, whatever. I'll tell my dad, like, yeah, I'm going to get into this game tonight. Warriors and Lakers. Yeah. 10 seconds in, 3 fouls. All right, turn on to Bluey or something for my kid. I don't know. I'm like, whatever. But, dude, this NBA playoffs is ramping up pretty good. The Warriors don't have Steph Curry for game 2. He got hurt hamstring strain, which is funny, which is kind of odd, too. Is like, he's had a lot of ankle injuries, a lot of surgeries when he was younger in his career, like his first 3 or 4 years. Didn't know if he was going to play. Thought he was going to be bust. Got his ankle brace on. These ankle braces were like this freaking big. Like double ankle, triple ankle bracing on each ankle. And this is the first time he's had a muscle strain, apparently. That's what on my ESPN episode, like, this is the first muscle strain or hamstring strain of his career. I'm like, he's 37. I mean, that's kind of impressive, though. That he hasn't had that happen yet. So he's out for game 2. They won game 1 with Jimmy Butler having a double-double. Buddy Hield going crazy. If anybody hadn't already seen this, Buddy Hield and Jimmy Butler together, so damn hilarious. They're like brothers, literally. It's funny. But yeah, I mean, I'm talked to Gabe on episode 8. I'm like, it might be like Warriors and like, I think Celtics and Warriors. It might be Indiana and freaking Denver or OKC. I don't know, man. I think he said OKC. I'm like, he might be right about that. SGA is good. He shoots a lot of free throws. He's a damn good player. Got Jokic on Denver, and he's just like, this past season he averaged a triple-double. You know, that is 10 of each 3 categories.
Yeah.
And for the people that don't know, he was the first center, I believe, to do that ever in NBA history, average that for the season. I'm like, I thought he was kind of annoying at first because he just didn't give 2 shits the game, but I think he's just super nonchalant and casual and it's like they asked him one time he threw a 3/4 shot in, and it was like, why did you get all excited and stuff? I knew it was going in, and then he walked off and was like, "Where's my Gatorade?" He didn't even get excited. Like, everybody else, like Jamal Murray, everybody's like, "Yeah, dude, yeah, you did it." He's like, "Okay, so I'll do it again next game." But he's a badass. I was kind of wanting SGA Thunder to win the MVP the last few seasons, but this year, Jokic is just. He's basically the coach and GM now. Denver fired their head coach and GM 10 games before the season ended. Even though they were a playoff team. Get that bug out of here. It's okay. You can't bring stuff in here, man. No. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, but yeah, this NBA playoffs seems to be like kind of like a Cinderella story. Like these teams like that are good, you knew would do something, but I never thought, the Indiana would be up 2-0 against Cleveland. I never thought the Knicks would be up 2-0 against the Celtics. But hey, here we are. And so, I don't know. It's crazy. I'm not even going to get into football. I actually will say one thing about football, but that's it. Dallas Cowboys actually traded a 3rd and I believe a 5th round pick for George Pickens from the Steelers. I feel bad for the Steelers because they just got DK Metcalf to help with that wide receiver core. I mean, thank you, because now we have somebody to compliment CeeDee Lamb. But the Steelers fans are like, are you kidding me? Like, what the hell is this? We just got Metcalf to help that. And it's like, now you trade him? it's been like 7 years in a row they've traded big receivers for nothing. Almost like okay. And this dude on TikTok and had like a whole it was like they called it like or he called it his jersey of doom. Like he had 20 jerseys of Steelers receivers that just got traded right after he got their jersey. I don't think he got Metcalf yet, but I'm like, if he did, he got a Pickens jersey, and then there's like a month later they traded him. Like, you stupid. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, Cowboys probably gonna suck again, whatever. Still gonna represent them. I would say like, oh, the Eagles suck. No, they don't suck. They're better than us. So, whatever. I might talk to Gabe about that a little bit more later. I know he's got some news and stuff. I'm not gonna say anything. We're gonna get off sports, and I'm gonna move to another subject. Talk about some of your worst, like panic attack or anxiety moments in public.
Oh yes, because this month actually is this kind of special month, mental health awareness, and knowing where I work, that is also a pretty big deal. But as far as experiences go, now I'm probably going to have to get a little personal a bit too with this. Basically, it's all happened during my college years. It was about at least a year and a half or almost in the second year. And I had to take like this one math class just for general studies and stuff. And me with being on the spectrum, like Asperger's or high functioning autism, but I still refer to it as Asperger's. So Aspie, proud. The thing is, when it comes to learning curves and stuff like that, I don't usually learn like in the traditional sense, or I don't understand like with the jargon, whichever. But maybe given a little time, then I'll click on to that. But and also being a sucker at math, it just hurt a bit more when I tried, expressing that. And this professor responded to me, I think, in a way that just came off as insensitive, where it's like, wouldn't matter like if you had lost a limb or something of the like when I said about where I am on the spectrum, as if like saying that I was using it as a crutch or a handicap, which that was too much. And it really, really bothered me. Like I was being discriminated and stuff like that. And then for a while, I shut down. I little to no enthusiasm. I was a little bitter, bridging on major depression, and almost to the point where I just wouldn't even talk. It even almost got so bad that they almost were about to send me away somewhere because they just couldn't get to me. And I could tell that it was hurting almost everyone around me. And so much so that I did break out through with it and express about all what was going on. And after that, I didn't have to take the class again until like another term, just because it was to get away from that environment. And that after all that, I vowed myself never to go down that spiral.
And to touch on that real quick, because I'm not trying to refer, it's just perfect timing. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more funny, but now, damn, I'm getting a little sad. No, I'm kidding. No, seriously, it's a good story. It's good. Love it. It's like people like you with Asperger's. I'm biased because you're like my brother, so I'm gonna say it. People with Asperger's, like these smartest freaking people. Seriously, like, I need a crutch, or you take it as a crutch, whatever. Like, that's what they probably sound like to you. It's like people like have to learn maybe a little different, but they are so damn smart. Like people in school had like, even little lower functioning, like way down the spectrum. Like like they couldn't really do anything. They had straight A's. They didn't have hardly any help. So you mean to tell me like, oh, you trying to use it as a crutch? No, he's just letting you know there's certain little things that I might need different kind of attention on. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I kind of thought I was on the spectrum a little bit because I needed a little help. But no, it was just more the fact that I never did my homework and I looked dumb to them. But, yeah, I mean, turn the segment into mental health awareness segment. I like it. Yeah, keep going. I just wanted to say that real quick while it was timing.
But, yeah, that was, I'd say, pretty much the end of that story. And got it intruding right there. All right. So that was just the end of that story. And for a while, I was getting along fine with it. And sure, yeah, there are times, I mean, like even nowadays where I will maybe get like just a little down in the spiral, but that often comes from exhaustion and stuff like that, not having enough time to recharge, especially with times in between, shifts and whatever, and how much I sleep in for that. But I still make it through because I know I have a pretty good small circle of trusted people that I'm also willing to call another family, like him, my lady, and about a couple others. You all know who you are too. So,
and you are a not by blood, but Uncle Rod of this thing right here. Would you quit doing that? Yeah, on out of here.
Yes, yeah. With that and having 3 others, like 2 nieces and 1 nephew already from one of my sisters.
Get out of here. I want to miss you. All right.
So yeah, I found myself in a pretty good place, just knowing that. But I'm not gonna depress anyone anymore with that.
Dude, it's mental health awareness, man. That's what shirt I'm wearing. Can't remember what it says. Yeah. We're all a little broken, but the last time I checked, broken crayon still colored. So after this, we'll get into some lighthearted stuff. But the time of the month what month it is, it's perfect timing for episode 10. So I was like 12 years old, I think 12 or 13 when I had my first panic attack. I was at my mom's. What's funny is I remember there was the Buffalo Bills were playing, and I was in the living room. I had been in my mom's room. I think it went to my sister's room at the time. Now it's a spare room because she moved out because she's all grown up. And I went in my sister's bedroom. She was at work or school or something, and I went there to. Can't you remember what I went to do? And I just stopped and stared at the wall, and I'm like, I couldn't. I was breathing real heavy. My head was spinning. My heart was racing. I'm like, my mom was like, I can't breathe. Are you okay? Do you feel kind of panicking, like you're on edge? And like, yeah. It's like, honey, you're having a panic attack. I'm like, what? I never had them. Never in my life had them. I'm not saying just to relieve people and calm them down a little bit. Panic attacks won't kill you, but you'll feel like you are. Just being honest. Well, especially with your first one, I was saying there, I'm like, then when I went in there and she told me that, I'm like, I kind of felt better because I knew I wasn't dying finally, but I was like, and then since then, dude, I have them now, and I'm 27, so it's 14 years I've had them. And this isn't a pity party to say, oh, feel sorry for me. I mean, seriously. But I had it in school. Like I said, I'm going to make a running joke out of it. I don't care. If you ever watch me, my eyes twitch. I get all fidgety and stuff. It's anxiety. I'm just getting kind of excited and hyper. It's going to happen. So people making fun of me when I was in school. You see it, you want to make fun of me, then I'll make fun of myself anyway. I don't care. Beat you to it. So suck it. Anyway, no, seriously. People messed with me in school about it, made me even more anxious and depressed because I couldn't go through the hallway without people calling me twitchy. When I went out of class, they were like, oh, 4 eyes and all this stuff. It made it a lot worse. I mean, if I didn't go to school, I still would have been depressed and a panic attack because it already was instilled in my body. It happened, blah, blah, whatever. I think that might have been what started was middle school. That's what age where I was at. And high school was really bad. And it's the craziest thing because, I try to get a hold of my parents and they don't answer after a while and stuff. I start getting super anxious and upset and worried something's happened to them. And that's the anxiety part of me, but the depression part, I'm not going to take up too much time and depress everybody. Thanks a lot, Ryan. I'm just kidding. That's a good story. Glad you're here, man. Seriously. My depression is tons of toxic relationships. There's one ex that we broke up. She's still super cool. I mean, Zoe knows about it. It doesn't matter. Just she's older. But all the other ones are kind of like, no. Especially the certain one we talked about before, that mental hospital story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to a mental hospital in 2019 for a few days. You haven't heard that story already? Go back to episode 8. No, shit, 7. Episode 7. Yeah, because
it was 7.
Water's wet. And that wasn't the only thing. It wasn't even a huge part contributor to my depression, but just random things. Like I had family members kept passing away. Like the most recent one was 2021. My meemaw, who I talk about a lot, miss her. I know where she's at. I know she's in heaven now, and now one day I'll see her again. But after that, it was kind of like my mental state went to a spiral again. I just got over the other family members that I'd lost. So all of them that I lost, I grew up with. I grew up around, and when my papa died in 2012, I believe, yeah, my meanwhile husband, obviously. That hit hard, dude. Like I hit the wall, I hit the door, I punched stuff, I kicked things. I was a kid because what I told my dad to do was like, hey, if you within 35, 40 minutes, message me or call me. It had been almost an hour and a half to 2. I was like, Dad, what's going on with Papa? Is everything okay? He's like, and all I heard was, buddy, we think he had a heart attack or I think that's what he said at the time. I think we learned later it was something like some kind of aneurysm within his heart. Excuse me. And like his lung or something. Can't remember. Some kind of aneurysm artery thing. I'd have to ask him again because I can't remember. But at the time he said something like having a heart attack. I said, buddy, sorry. They did everything they could for Papa, but he didn't make it. And I just started crying hysterically. I'm like, no. And he's like, I'm sorry, buddy. I'll see you in a little bit. Love you. I need to be here with me on Chris and stuff. Okay. We have fun. Told Chris like he didn't make it. And she started bawling her eyes out. I hit the door. I hit the wall. I just went crazy. I saw red, saw black, whatever. And I was so upset. But then I had like my mom's parents pass away. And I mean, I loved everybody in my family. I was close to my mom and papa, and just I got along with everybody about the same. I loved everybody the same. But there's nothing wrong with saying you're a little closer to one sometimes. There's nothing wrong with saying that. You still love them the same.
Of course. We
just hung out more. And they passed away. I was in school when my papa, my mom's dad passed away. My mom, I think we were just at home and. No, my dad was getting ready to wake. He woke me up for school and told me, like, Troy, you didn't make it through the night. Dude, I found it out in the worst possible way. It was so, like, middle of the night at school, whatever. And that's why I, like, hate nighttime now. Like, yeah, that going back to anxiety for a second. I can't drive at night hardly. Like, I have to go pick up Zoe at work at 9 because her brakes suck ass. I got to go pick her up, and that makes me anxious thinking about it sometimes. Just whatever. But anyway, like losing people like that made my depression really, really bad. All those toxic relationships. I'm very ADHD, so I go off the wall like crazy with this stuff. So sorry, not sorry. And it was a lot of stuff like wanting to play sports, and people can relate to where I'm from. Coaches weren't the best a lot. Now they might feel different than lucky and good for you, lucky you. But it was like sports weren't ever good. I played like in these recreational leagues, like basically like backup leagues. I never liked playing for my schools. I wasn't popular. I was always picked on. Always playing those leagues. Instead, not bad. And yeah, and it just people bullying me and then losing family members takes a lot. And in 2014, I can say this because my dad heard it. He knows it. My mom knows it. Everybody knows it. 2014, I tried killing myself. I literally tried. I had a bunch of pills I took them, went to sleep, woke up like 2 hours later, sweating bullets, hot, like cold sweats, but I also felt it was really weird. Inside, I felt really hot. Started puking everywhere, shaking, start puking up blood. This is not for kids. Disclaimer. Man, whatever. People may fake count and pretend to be 18. They're really 10. Anyway, I do that. I'm kidding. But sorry, I'm really awkward talking about this because it's kind of touchy. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I started throwing up everywhere, shaking, all that gross stuff. I know. And I went back to sleep. I still thought I was gonna. So if you can tell by that I tried to OD on purpose, and it didn't happen. I woke up still sweaty as crap. Like my bed was soaked, dude. I was so sweaty. And nobody knew about it. I don't know how nobody really found out until like years later. But yeah, I tried committing. I mean, I had no hope in my brain, no hope in my heart. I was super pissed off at life. Had great parents. Still do, obviously. I've had great grandparents before they passed away. Great sister and brother-in-law now. But before that, obviously this time I didn't have a brother-in-law. Sister was, had some good friends and was pretty healthy. I mean, but just something snapped my brain and just I was done. And I took that as a sign that I look at it now that I wouldn't be able to be a father to this, what do you want to call it, crazy ass kid. Beautiful daughter. I wouldn't be engaged to the most beautiful woman in the world. Wouldn't still be able to hang out with my parents and stuff, and be able to work, do all these things that I almost took away from myself. And I mean, like Brian kind of said, I'm just thankful to be here, and I'm thankful for everybody that's kind of had my back, no matter what my mental state was. And my dad's real good about it. My mom's good about it. Zoe and Anna are obviously the closest because they're my family now, obviously. But yeah, like big thing. This is parents can relate to this, like young parents, especially my age. I feel old, but I'm young. If you ever feel like that and you have a kid, and I know what people say, oh, you're selfish because you're doing this, blah, blah. I know what they mean because they're taking something away on their own. But if you're feeling like that and you got a kid, like mine's not just about 2 years old, and you just got any kids, family, whatever, like, having a kid is a perfect example of like looking at them. That's why I'm living. That's why I'm still here. And I thank God every day that, I have Anna, because if I didn't have Zoe and my parents, didn't have Ryan and stuff like that, and Kim even, she's like a sister to me, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm just straight up, like, I know this is a comedy podcast, but Mental Health Awareness Month, baby. I'm just saying, like, there is something worth living for, whether you know it right then or not. It's like somebody asked, like, how do I know if I'm winning at life? Did you wake up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you won?
Mm-hmm. That's always the first part of the battle. You wake up.
It's a tough, long battle, but it's worth it, man. I'm telling you. Like I said, only 368 subscribers. I know there's thousands of people that might see this, millions, whatever. You're seeing this, you can talk to me or write, whatever. My email is in my YouTube, social media and stuff. You can find it. I mean, I think my number might be somewhere else. That might not be a good idea. Crazy people. Anyway, for real though, you can email me, you talk to me, comment, whatever, and say I'm having this problem. I need help, and I'll talk to you. It's a corny quote I saw. Was like, I would rather hear your story than attend your funeral, because I don't care if it's my crazy ex or whoever, my worst enemy. I don't want that. I don't care who it is. I don't want that for him. I mean, it's just reach out to me, him, somebody. People are like, I don't like talking to the wall. You're talking to yourself. That's all you need sometimes. As long as you have yourself, you're okay. Because nobody loves you more than yourself. Or can. Like I believe with Zoe, I think anybody can love her more because she's so damn hard on herself. You got a special lady, tell them they're beautiful and make sure they're loved. God bless. They're stubborn, but it's okay.
And just show it any way you can. Like just smother them. Hold them. Anything, just to let them know that they are special in your eyes.
If they don't want that, then
just keep a distance for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, but seriously, I mean, I'm kind of making a joke, but making light of it. But yeah, I mean, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth feeling that bad where you feel like you got to take your own life. So we love you guys. I mean, this isn't the end. Don't worry, we're not out yet. No. Not that short. It's episode 10. It's gonna be a little bit longer than that. We love you guys. Seriously, we thank you. And just please reach out to us, somebody, if you're having that kind of issue. And mental health awareness is May, but every month should be. Should raise awareness for it, talk about it, talk to a therapist, whoever. I mean, it is worth talking about. So, all right, well, let's get, since that mental health awareness stuff's out of the way, let's get to some more lighthearted stuff. So,
oh, yeah.
More pet peeves I'm going to talk about. So Like I talked about before, the crosswalks at Walmart piss me off big time. Man, I don't even know if I should say it or not. Might get myself in trouble. Nah, is like I talked about sports earlier.
Yeah,
I love sports, but man, people get like I see these videos like people throwing their remote at TVs, and the big thing is, you know what people do when they watch sports? They bet on them.
Yeah,
and okay, maybe this isn't a pet peeve. This is just kind of like, what the hell? Like I've seen people like Cowboys fans are a lot like this. I'm not one of them. Like I said, I'm just like whatever. Win 5 games, I don't care. People get mad. They're like, I bet $50,000 in this game. Why? Why'd you bet that? And I'm like, I mean, I know it's a good chance of making money, and they got way too much money that I could even think about. But oh Jesus, I don't care. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. Do a cutscene maybe. But yeah, people like how they act about sports. Like, it was a rival, like Cowboys and Eagles. They'll beat the shit out of each other at a game. Seriously, like Cowboys suck. What'd you say? And then they'll punch each other and stuff. I'm like, not disrespecting any fan bases. I'm just saying, I stay away from it. I ain't get my ass beat over a sucky ass team like the Cowboys. I'm sorry. I mean, love them, but I ain't gonna get my ass beat because of you.
Yeah, it's like they just kind of take it a little too far, like going wild, wild west in a saloon. Like you do or say the wrong thing, and it's just throw a punch, and you just start a whole fight. Yeah, that sort of thing. It's crazy.
Next thing you know, they're gonna freaking bring out a glass and break it over your head. Like, I just said he was short of the first down. What are you doing? God. No, but seriously, it's kind of funny because like how that happens. I mean, I respect the passion. I respect that they're trying to make it intense and like a competition. But my Lord, that's why I don't go to a football game. It's bad if you go to like a Yankees and Red Sox game in baseball. Do they now the players? I don't really know, but the fans, Philly fans are the most intense fans. You mess up once, they hate you. You mess up or do something good, they love you. So if you're playing in Philly, don't mess up. Like I said, I respect that too. But oh boy, like the Sixers, the Phillies, and the Eagles, they are tough. They love their teams, but they let them know if something isn't right. Which I wish the Cowboys would kind of do. They just like whatever. But the Phillies, they listen. The Sixers, they listen. I know they had a lot of injuries this year, so they kind of went below average for this year. But next year, if they have everybody healthy, they'll be fine. Like the Phillies fans, they don't think something's right. They'll say something. The GMs will hear it, whatever. Next thing you know, they're making moves. It's like, hey, Jerry Jones of the Cowboys, listen. I mean, take notes. Yeah, just fans go crazy, man. I'm like, I watch them afar. I watch at home. Like, good. We won at least 2 games this year. But yeah, it's just insane, man. I don't know. I guess I'm not as much of a sports fan I used to be, so I don't get into it. But I don't know. They're just insane.
I mean, there's into it, and then there's really into it.
Really, really into it.
And not just in sports, but like fandoms of all kinds. And it's insane a bit. I mean, no disrespect to those that have, a deep love for anything, be it like games or shows or whichever, or some sort of following. But it's good that you have that appreciation. But when you go a little too overboard with your actions doing so, it makes you question a little bit. Like, just calm down.
I can mute it. You can say calm the down, and I'll edit it.
No, I just got that down to a T, really.
Dude, that's why I do sometimes.
It's more like censored, whichever.
You don't need to censor it. It's okay. I'll censor it later. I have to because we'll take it down. All right, let's get done with the sports stuff because, like, again, I'm still thinking about the Cowboys winning more than 4 games. I want to get sad. So I think I'll get into a little bit of a funny story, I guess. It kind of extends to where I broke my foot at the plant and then broke it again playing softball. I also tore my MCO playing softball. I don't know if I think I might have touched on this before, but I really didn't tell the story. If I did tell it, I'm kind of telling it again, but also expanding it. So I was playing this low pitch softball league, which was for fun. Whatever, got some exercise, got one home run at the very last game of the year, my first season playing, because I'd practiced all the time, got really into it. I played third base a lot because that's what I played in baseball when I was a kid. The hot corners, they call it. And I'd heard it like 2 or 3 times before. Like I sprained it, broke something, whatever. And one last time I took if you're playing, you're supposed to shuffle your feet, not like cross them. That's the one thing they tell you not to do in any sport. And I didn't shuffle my feet. I crossed them, took one step towards the foul line, and I planted my left foot, and it just went out. And I was like, okay, maybe that's kind of like people remember Robert Griffin III with Washington, what he did, his knee just collapsed. Wasn't that bad, obviously, because it was MCL, but with me. But the pain I felt, like I didn't ever really go to the doctor enough to say that I needed surgery. They told me that it was like torn, but they didn't really evaluate. I didn't go to the orthopedic surgeon or anything. So I mean, that's why my knee's so sore now. Mm-hmm. But did I need surgery? I don't really know. I could walk on it. I think it took me like a month, almost 2, to walk on it again. So I might need surgery. I don't know. It still hurts like a bitch to this day. Yeah, and I didn't get paid for this stuff. It was slow pitch softball just for the hell of it, just for fun.
Yeah.
And the pain I felt whenever my foot planted that one time, dude, it felt like somebody just shot my knee. Like somebody at the fence heard it. They heard or I don't know the noise it makes, but like just a loud pop, and it was like, it kind of got dizzy because I think it built up because I'd heard it multiple times already that game. Like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going. My leg felt weaker every time I heard it, and like, okay, and I got helped off. Like I couldn't even put weight on it. Then when I got to I could at first when the adrenaline was still going, but once that like kind of wore off, I tried to get in the car. I had to lay down, couldn't put any weight on it. Oh man, it hurt so damn bad. And it's like, that's not the only time I've sprained it. You know, with my daughter, I sprained it just running the hallway. That's you already heard that one. I heard it playing basketball too. Dude, the times I've hurt that knee, that ligament is insane. I played basketball when I was in middle school and high school, like I said, in that recreational league. I didn't play for the school because I hated it. And I went up to block a shot, went up too far, landed awkwardly on my foot, bent my knee the wrong way, and I slammed on my back. So I had a deep bone bruise and like a cracked, wasn't the neck vertebrae, like down lower. And like, so that's the problem. Like the vertebrae I have problems now, the L6 or whatever. It was cracked. It still is now. And I like tore my MCL because how I landed. Yeah. I landed kind of like falling back and slammed on my back. Dude, it was so painful. I did it twice on my back. The second time when I hurt my knee. First time I just slammed on it once, like Troy, you good? And I was like, went out for like 2 minutes and came back in and played defense and hustled. And dude, every time oh God, I don't want to know. I slammed on the first time. They're like, I came out for 2 minutes, came back in, hustled. And it was like every time I ran, it was like pins and needles, like knives actually in my back. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Then I slammed again. Like, okay, somebody just killed me because it was so. Like, I think I ended up going to the trash can throwing up because it hurt so bad. Because especially my back, because I'd slammed already.
Yeah, it's the worst kind of pain.
Oh, dude, if it makes you nauseous and dizzy, you need to stop. And I didn't listen. I was an idiot because the adrenaline wore off and oh boy. Anyway, but yeah, that's call this segment Clumsy Troy because I'm a dumbass. No, actually, what do I say? Because I'm a dumb. That's on the T-shirt coming up soon, hopefully. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to put dollar signs in the place of those 2 letters, but
right.
All right, let's take a message from our sponsors. with a message from our not sponsor. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Although, just after hearing these accident stories again on his side of things, kind of makes me think back to my own little unfortunate events involving my ankle.
Oh,
It's like the way that he broke the same foot twice. Well, it happened the same thing to me, except it was my ankle. It was 2 different times in 2 different years. The first time, and when I still look back on it, I just ask myself, what was I thinking? So essentially, it was winter time. I was hanging around with some family, and they pulled off like this certain kind of stunt that I'd swear you think that you would see on Jackass or something. Like, where it's like someone's driving a 4-wheeler or ATV, and there's a bungee cord tied to it, and the one dragging behind it is wearing skis, right, and are being dragged with it. And me being a little young and stupid, didn't really think much of it, and those that were involved thought, hey, what could happen? So put the skis on me, I hold on to the rope, and whoever was driving the ATV started to pick up a little speed. I did not really have the greatest of balance, so my legs kept spacing out and out, out and out and out, to the point where I just tumbled and fell, and my ankle was like twisting, like almost in this way.
Oh,
I have never felt that much pain in my life before.
Almost hit your own ass.
Almost did. Or almost looked like a fucking pretzel.
Oh.
And
pretzel stuff.
Shit. And sure enough, yeah, I broke my ankle.
Ooh.
But then it was in, fast forward a bit into high school years. It was either your sophomore or junior year. And this was gym class. And they were doing this, game of handball. It's kind of like basketball, except, no dribble action. They just give you the stupid foam balls.
Oh, God, I loved it. So I hated it.
And let's just say I had it and I was, close to making a shot to a hoops. I thought I could pull off an Air Jordan by just going up in air and whoop. But somebody, an idiot, decided to collide with me while I was in the air.
Oh.
And I landed wrong on the same ankle again.
Oh.
And I'm like, why? And what did the coach do? Absolutely nothing. He just said, oh, just walk it off.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I felt like I broke it again. What the hell?
I thought you were going to say you stepped on a ball. Dude, I've done that. Oh.
Well, that would have been even worse.
Yeah, because you would have had some more impact.
Yeah.
But you're just clumsy. Just like me.
No, just unfortunate.
I'm just dumb.
Unfortunate dumb. Were we?
Yes. Put on a shirt. We need a shirt designer. Damn it. We're broke. We're from West Virginia. We don't make 30 an hour. So anyway. Well, you're closer. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna put this shit out here. I guess I'll get to make fun of myself. So I told the parenting fail last episode. I'm not gonna even. We all know about me getting catfish on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to go into Kroger with Anna's diaper half off. So this was actually no, I'm not gonna embarrass myself yet. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna make everybody wait. Is a more of a what I want to call it, fail, unfortunate. I don't really know. It was when Anna and I went to my dad's, and she has this remote control Lamborghini. I think you've seen at least pictures.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can control it. She can drive it because, God, no, not yet. She can't drive, just like her mother.
Sorry, Zoe.
Love you, Zoe. And we were at my dad's, and there's this parking lot. It's not huge, but it's got like a roadway. And you can turn it from turtle speed or to rabbit speed. That's on fast.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad's parking lot has these little bumps between these two spaces you can go over. It's like not even over my ankle. And I thought it'd be fun and funny to take her because she'd laugh and giggle about it. All right, let me take it to rabbit speed and go over that bump. Boom, boom, fell over. The car fell over. She wasn't hurt because this is like protector, like this thing you sit in that holds you from hitting your head on it. And my dad was like, "What the hell are you doing out there?" I was like, "Why did I make him sound like that?" He's white. And she hit at that bump, and when she flipped over, I went into freaking softy mode. And I'm like, "Oh my god, Anna, you okay? You okay?" And I mean, like she fell over more on its side, and I put her back over, and she was like, and she said, I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ, the devil!" Like she was a demon when she laughed at me, dude. Oh my god! I'm like, I thought she was gonna be pissed off, crying, scared. Turned back up. She's like, scoot, like, go! Like, dude, you just almost met Jesus. And you're like, go again, go again.
Or at the very least, you'll almost would have met Elvis.
Midway between earth and heaven. Like, not exactly at the gates. It's just like, hey, what are you doing here? Still trying to get up there. Anyway, that's funny. Oh, God. Okay, I'll embarrass myself about this. It's kind of sports related, but it was when I was like 7. It's about the son of the man that is dating your mom, right? Ed Booz?
Yes.
His son, you know him, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He knocked my uncle, if he sees us, he's going to laugh his ass. I'm like, yeah, you damn right you did. We were playing for Lewisburg. We call them the Steelers. And I was under 10 for sure. I got dehydrated super bad, and they didn't let me sit down. You got to stand up and walk it off, stretch a little bit so you don't pass out. It was really bad, dude. It was really hot. I was in not good shape at all. We did this drill. I can't remember what it's called, but basically, like, somebody lines down the field from you, like 5 or 10 yards, whatever. You line up back the other way, and you run at them. You try to run them over, get out of their way. And I did that, and you were between these pads. Anybody comment? Please tell me what the name of that drill is, because I can't remember. But I did that, and I ran at him. He put me on my ass, dude. Straight up, didn't even move. And I hurt my ankle, too. I, like, sprained it really bad or whatever. And I said, that's why I quit football. He's like, no, because he put you on your ass. I was like, well, yeah, kind of. But now I've learned seriously about, like, CTE and all these brain diseases from getting hit in the head in football. I'm glad I didn't. But yeah, he knocked me on my ass. I'm like, I mean, it did hurt because he fucked my ankle up, too. But I didn't like it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to sound like a bitch, but I don't really care. And, dude, it scared the me, and it hurt. I mean, oh, my God, it hurt so bad. But, yeah, I mean, hey, I'm sure if my uncle's seeing this, he's proud of me and glad I'm saying this story finally. Because he's a super cool guy. I mean, I haven't seen him in years now, but super cool guy. And if you see this someday, dude, thanks for putting me on my ass and teach me a lesson. So, I mean, I don't know. It was funny. It was cool. I mean, cool dude. Hope he's doing okay. I see his dad a lot, and he's doing good. So, but let's get some. I want to get some pet peeves, like funny ones, but get them out of the way. So you start.
Okay. Next pet peeve. This still kind of goes along the lines of idiots for every day, like I mentioned some episodes ago, though mostly pertains to drivers. I swear the worst thing that I would always hate, especially if on the road, like say if I wanted to grab a quick bite and like I'm starving, go into one of my favorite fast food joints, and the one thing I will always hate is if I've got someone in front of me and they're just sitting there, taking their time, just going down the menu. I'm like, either you're a slow reader or you're ordering for an entire army. Please move the on.
Where is it at usually?
Often this happens like Mickey D's half the time, and it's the worst. It's like, come on, I want my double quarter pounder and nugs. Hurry up.
Nugs, weed.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
And that's always kind of one of my worst pet peeves. But every time, if it's always empty, I'm like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Buddha. Whoever is watching.
If more than one person in line at Subway. I mean, I get why they take a while because they're making the food fresh right then and there. They got
Yes, that's another factor there too, and I'd have to respect that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still like, oh god, this sucks. But like, if it's an older person, I'll respect it because like, oh well, they do have a tough time reading. But I can tell there's certain times people are just being like, hold on a minute, like they're actually being like assholes to the worker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, go. Sorry, I want to put that.
Yeah, it's fine. And yes, I know all that too, but often I always think I'm always just running into the assholes that just do it for the sake of being assholes, or maybe just trying to channel their inner Patrick Star. I'll have
oh god, for 2 years.
Yeah,
dude, that drives me nuts.
That's what always bugs me half the time, and
I agree.
Often why I always don't like going on the road that much.
Unless it's like late at night. And even then, it's still like, God, you sons of bitches.
Honestly, I never feel bad about driving at night.
I hate it.
It's really not that crazy, right? Even like back during our old job and having to work late nights.
And where you had to park, dude.
Oh, I know.
God.
Yeah, the worst parking lots ever. One
Mount
that was
Everest.
like at an incline.
Fuck, dude. I remember that. I always parked across the little bridge. It was still a far walk because I'd be in the back corner. I was there at the time when those clowns were terrorizing people. I'm like, walked across the bridge and it was like a car with balloons on. I'm like, hell no, I ain't getting it. And it was like somebody. Okay. And it was somebody celebrating somebody's birthday surprise. I'm like, okay. I'll get in my car now. I think scare the shit out of me. Seriously. That sends off to a perfect pet peeve of mine then, I guess, about drivers. I want to ask everybody a question.
Okay.
How hard is it to use a fucking signal when you're turning?
Thank you.
Jesus. People do that, and they'll be like, now, if it's them going slow, I can kind of be indicated if they're turning or not because they slow down so much. They'll do it. They're like, thanks for the signal, dickweed.
It happens all the time for me, too. It's just like, do they get off from this? Like, just to piss you off?
Yes. You know, it's like when people turn left downtown, there used to be a sign between these certain hours. You couldn't do that because it was so busy.
Oh, yeah.
People would just sit there, take up 3 stoplights, red, green, red, green, green, red, whatever, 3 or 4 times until they finally get their wish and turn left. Like, yeah, thanks. I don't need to be anywhere in 2 hours, asshole. Like, there was one time I sat there for 35 minutes. No, it was an hour downtown so somebody could turn. And it was a little smart car. I was like, hey, there's like trucks behind them. They could have just ran their ass over and pancake them. Literally.
I know.
Oh, man. I have such bad road rage. I got to watch when Anna's in the car because, like, I still get kind of pissed. Like, it's kind of funny because somebody made fun of me at work. Because, like, I don't know. I think it's just the fact that I'm innocent. I like, innocent. Yeah, right. How I act kind of shy at first when I started the job. Like, you look like you're the kind of guy that would say, what the flip, dude? And it's like, I go from, she's in there. Anna, so anybody watching this? No, I'm not cussing with my daughter in my hands. She's in the other room. God knows what. I'm scared. I'm probably gonna have to fix something. So you can do it when she gets home. I'm just kidding.
Again, sorry, Zoe.
Oh God. But when I'm in the car and like I'm by myself, disclaimer, because my mom was like, "Why don't you just not cuss as much?" Like, why not? Be like Mark Cuban did with the Mavericks that one year. Having a fight? No. But when I'm in the car, it's like I'm literally like, if it's by myself, I kind of watch it so I can practice for when Zoe or Anna's in the car, so I can be ready at all times. But when I'm in my, like, this is the scenario, right? I'm like, I'm driving. I'm not. All right, Anna's not in the car. You stupid ass cock. Wait. Anna's in the car, like, please move, sir, ma'am, whatever you are. Get out of my way, please.
I may have to practice that for myself too. Like, if in the event I'm ever with my nieces and nephew, if they decide to come down here.
Oh, do you have a commuting that's gonna have to take that? Oh, I don't care.
Yeah,
I have 5 days to do this. It's fine. Yeah, I just put out an episode 9 2 days ago. And we're recording this on Thursday. nonstop. I love it though.
Hey,
Lord.
we're just nothing if but consistent.
Yeah, hey man, I've released one episode at 5 a.m. and I'm like, well, that didn't do too well. Whatever. Just keep it at 9. So yeah, real quick before I forget, it's not at 5 anymore. It's at 9 just because I tried to do a trial run. It did okay, but it didn't really change. So I think it's at 9 a.m. every Tuesday. So this is on Thursday. God, I got a lot of time to edit because I need a lot of muting. That last episode was bad. Ain't touching this one. But back to the road rage.
Sure.
Like the signals and people not using them. People cut me off. They'll be like, they'll see me. They'll cut me off and the speed limit's 40. They'll go 15. Hey. What is it, Moses or that was really slow in the Bible? Is that who it is?
Well, I mean, Moses.
Molasses?
Yeah, molasses. Like,
hey, really slow?
Oh, yes. Hey, molasses.
Okay, well, sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Is like what you'd say then. It was like, hey, molasses, move the on.
You make molasses move like a Usain Bolt. Oh, my God. They'll do that, and it'll make me have to slam my brakes. It's like I'm watching where I'm going. I'm going the speed limit, except a couple weeks ago when I was in my mom's stepdad's vehicle when I went over the limit. Anyway, doesn't matter. Sorry. Super cool police officer. I'm not a troubled person. I get bad luck. That you know of. But yeah, I'll be going the speed limit even under it sometimes, and I'll slam the brakes because they'll like speed out in front of me, and it's like then they'll go like 20 on the limit. It's like you move like old people. Now get out of my way, or before I'm gonna break your hip, Martha. Yeah, I might. It's like if you're going slower, fine, but don't cut me off. Go. Like, what was it? Shorty and Scary Movie. Run, bitch, run,
bitch, run.
Yeah, it's like that's what I was saying. Like, now with Diana's in the car, it's like, Martha, please move. And I'm like, "Floor, kick your ass." And then Anna's like, ah, I'm like, you didn't hear that. Don't tell mommy. But oh my God, it's because people like. I want to tell a story or this part but I don't know if people that aren't around here they won't know what I'm saying. But like, if you know like how certain towns or cities are, they have a loop. You go down to the right, you keep going down in the city or whatever town. You have a left turn lane. You go. It's kind of like a 500, like a NASCAR race track is. You take the left turn lane. You go back up the other way, the same area. But that's how it is. There's a McDonald's there. There's a left turn lane there. And if you're coming up towards McDonald's to come up to where I live, there's a left turn lane. And I turned plenty of times, signal the whole way, like 100 feet before, whatever. And I'll go to turn, and I'll slow down a little bit to make the turns. I'm not freaking Fast and Furious in it, drifting. But I'll still be going at a consistent speed. And they'll like jerk out in front of me. And there's one time they were like this close to hitting Nana's side of the car. And they took everything in me. I don't even think I cussed. I said, I kind of mumbled to myself. But I was so pissed. There's a stop sign. There's a stop line. It says don't stop unless you're turning left. If you turn right, people still stop when they turn right. I'm like, hey, dumbass. Oh, yeah, you're from Florida. Go figure. Now, I'm sorry, Florida, but your drivers just pissed me off. Anyway, but yeah, it's like if you're going right, you don't need to stop, which I don't know why people still do because they can't read, I guess. It is West Virginia, so people can't read. You turn left, you got to stop. There's a stop line and a stop sign. And I think there's a word, maybe at least it might have faded now, but it's on the ground, says stop. And they'll stop, and they'll see you coming, and they'll still go. And they'll come every time. I got to watch. I usually just end up going around the whole loop to get home.
Sometimes I just think it's because they maybe lack a bit of peripheral whenever they come to that point, and you're like on that side trying to get out, and they see you, but they still cut you off. Say it's like if you're getting out of like, say, Kroger or something like where that is.
Or this.
Or, yes, that's...
The one person almost hit Anna's side, they were on their phone. I saw it. I was like, you stupid bitch.
That makes a lot of sense, too.
And it was funny, like, 2 cars in front of them that just pulled that left was a police officer. I'm like, there needs to be one sitting right across the road watching this. They need to get people on.
Yeah, they always pick the weirdest spots to sit at.
Where nobody commits any crime. Well, because people know where they're sitting. You need to change it up. Sit there.
Right.
And an unmarked car. Don't have one that says sheriff on it or something, being a black Charger or something you can't tell. That's what a lot of them do. That's what a lot of people down in Bronx, wherever, they have a lot of the Durangos. They do have the spotlight so you can tell what they are, and the guards on the front so you can tell it's a police officer. They need to do something where you can't tell. But God, it makes me mad. I'm like, hey, at least I'm not stupid like you. I'm smart. I mean, yeah, like one day when I was speeding, as I was in a vehicle I wasn't familiar with. It happens. You know, I wasn't speeding like dangerously. I was like a few over. He just gave me one and said, hey, calm down. Yeah, this is my vehicle. I'm not used to it. I know I need to be careful, but it's like I'm safe with especially with Anna and Zoe in the car by myself, whatever. They ain't trying to die, especially in a car accident. It's like people piss me off. Like, hey, you stupid son of a bitch. And one more pet peeve before I give it over to Ryder, give us into the next segment, unless you want to do the one thing. If people that don't want to agree that water is wet and that microwave ice cream is okay, not soup, but just soft serve. Like, you think water isn't wet? You. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You don't microwave your ice cream. Don't talk about my meemaw that way. By the way, asshole.
Hey,
I love my meemaw.
I know you do.
I
wasn't talking about your meemaw.
Earlier you called her a bitch. Now,
What?
if she was still here, no, she might come down from heaven and be like, all right, tough guy, you want your ass beat? She wouldn't care. She wouldn't get offended. She'd just beat your ass or roast your ass. Like when she said I had no bitches. Like, it's kind of true. She got one now. Anyway, I'm kidding. She's not a bitch. I love you, Zoe. Yeah, people that don't think water's wet, go back to school. So I'm still saying that
you cannot wet something that is already wet.
We're not getting into this.
Hey, you brought it up.
What do y'all think? Anyway, we've already done this on episode. Do you something else? Do you want to do that challenge you were talking about?
Well,
that you gave a little bit of context, at least, on it.
Oh yes. What he means by a challenge? Yeah, I got something specially planned for this, and it's also just to make up for the whole Bean Boozled thing. I have decided to take up a bit of a attempt at a chugging challenge. And reason for that is because why not? Oh yeah, he's going to get it. Is that with that, I was inspired to do so after one of my favorite YouTubers out there, Badlands Chugs. He's one of my favorites that I catch on the fly all the time. Oh, hey, Anna. So yeah, every time he posts, yeah, I'm talking about say Badlands Chugs. And the thing is, with this challenge, it's based off of one of the very first videos I'd ever seen him do, which is where he chugs like a whole gallon of chocolate milk. And not just long ago, he did it again just to see if he still did it. And what was still impressive is that he still drank it all under in like 47 seconds. And because, well, he's a trained professional and all, it's just amazing with that. And there are others that I always like to watch, like him, LA Beast, Randy Santel, Matt Stoney. It's amazing, like what they could do with that amount of discipline and training just to attempt those sort of feats that could make any normal person just up chuck.
You better be ready.
Always do. And especially when you look at someone like Stoney, he's thin as a twig. I don't know what his secret is.
This isn't making up for being boozled, brother. You just wait.
I know. That's just what I said. That's what I said. I'm gonna make up for that.
No, this isn't making up for it. I got something else for you. Not now, but in the future.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
He just holds a grudge. Let's just face it.
Hey! Fuck it.
But with that said, I'm going to go and fetch it.
Yay, we're back!
Yeah. All right, let's get this started now. And for the main event. Now, unlike Badlands, I'm not doing a gallon, so I'm just doing it about halfway there with a half gallon and attempt to. So, as just another disclaimer, I'm not a professional. It's just at this point I'm running on empty. I've had a long shift, and so I'm running on fumes. But I'm no professional. This is just an attempt. And also, do not try this at home.
Just can't try it at home.
Oh, jeez.
Don't listen to me.
All right. So, I'm going to attempt. Okay. Just going to do another one.
Do it. Got an audience. Boom, tomatoes. Hey, you're not professional. You said so. Keep going. You got it. If you can't do it, don't kill yourself, please.
Whew. Whew. He makes this weight look too easy.
Dude, he's done it for years. Oh, man, you're almost there?
I know. Almost there.
For episode 10.
For episode 10, man. For episode 10. Big 1-0.
Yeah. You're almost there, dude. Oh, yeah. 5 more seconds. There you go. Now you got to drop. Hell yeah. May I do the honors? Give me the lid. No, I mean, I need this too. Yeah. Did he do good? All right. When you did that challenge, or you did that challenge, I didn't do hell yeah. Now, like you said, you're not professional, but dude, I did way better than I could. We are going to start with you. We're going to get Mr. Gabe Snow on this thing. So let's get things set up, and we'll be back in about like 182 seconds. Cool to you?
Cool.
Let's get her going. What's up, my dog?
My dude.
All right, everybody. I'm recording properly this time. So we got Gabe Snow back on the podcast for episode 10, which is a special one. So, oh, God, don't punch the God. How you been, man? How's the week been?
Dude, I'm good. We got announcements, man. We got huge racing announcements.
Hit us with it, man.
We are going big. So, May 17th, next weekend, we are going to North Wilkesboro, but not with Food Country USA on the truck and not with Parker Kligerman.
Oh, okay.
I know. What now? Parker is definitely racing a lot of races with us in the later months of this year with Food Country on the truck. But we got this guy named Patrick Emmerling. He's from New York, from what I heard, and he brought money, he brought a sponsor, and brought everything. So we're gonna have the Black Rhino Ultimate Aluminum Trailers number 75 Chevrolet, and we're gonna bring it to North Wilkesboro. And we're going to rock some Black Rhino aluminum trailer action.
Dude.
And Patrick Emmerling's a great driver. He's racing the Xfinity Series. He's racing the late model series. He's won in the late model series. He's a great driver. Awesome guy. Wife, amazing father. Great guy to talk to. I actually met him a couple days ago. He's an awesome guy to talk to. He brought all of his stuff with him. He brought his own seat. I just like that this driver came prepared. We all liked him. He came prepared, brought his own steering wheel. All the good.
Yeah. What made like the decision? Like y'all wanted him to be the driver? Like what? I mean, I know you said Parker's still going to be doing, or yeah, is still going to be doing races later on. But what made the decision to like have this guy on your team? Like,
well, it's because that it's not every day that you have a driver come up to you fully prepared to race, to not just to race, but to get inside your truck or race car. And I just think with Patrick, I think we took him just because, not only because he had the money, and but we also had the money to enter ourselves into the race. So it's not as much of, it's not, what word am I looking for? It's not more of a problem if you have to enter yourself into a race and try to fund a race car. It's more easy when you have the driver that shows up with sponsorship, with money, because then all you have to worry about is your entry for the race.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we're giving someone a shot. He's never been in the Truck Series before, but we've seen his talent on the racetrack, especially at North Wilkesboro. I mean, he's won a lot of races at North Wilkesboro. He's won a late model race at Bristol. Bristol's right up the road from us. So, he has that short track mentality, because North Wilkesboro is a short track. So we're doing a lot of short track racing this weekend. So he has that short track ability in him. So I feel like, and on top of that, we're going there to win. And we're going there where we're not going there with hanging heads. We're going to go there with heads held high. We may not have met this guy before, but there's a lot of people that have said, "Hey, I've never met you before," and they've went out there and won the race. So
exactly,
we are not having any doubts or any low expectations for this Black Rhino number 75 Chevrolet and Patrick. We're super stoked to have him on board. Depending on what happens next week at North Wilkesboro, we might have him in our truck again this season. We just have to see where the dominoes fall and see how the result is and how we do. It's supposed to be pretty freaking hot at North Wilkesboro next weekend.
Hell yeah.
Hot temperatures, slick track, no grip. We like it. We're going to see what we can do.
Hey, he could be like Tyrese Halliburton of the racing, like overrate that boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. We can. We have that ability. We definitely have the ability to do that. We've done that before. It's just, with a new driver, I mean, there's all kinds of pros and cons. I've been saying all the pros of how Patrick has been such an influence for us coming into this truck, into North Wilkesboro. But then there's the cons. You have a driver that you're with every single weekend. So you're always going to know what his seat is, what it looks like, what it's molded to. You got his style. You got the gas pedals up far enough to where it's perfect reaching distance for the driver, because you want your driver to be comfortable. You don't just want him to drive the race car. You want him to be comfortable and drive the car. So now with Patrick Emerald coming in, we have to throw basically a whole new truck inside of this race car. And we have to build it to the way he wants, and we don't have any notes. If we go to Daytona in the fall with Parker Klickerman, all we have to do is be like, okay, here is the notes from the Daytona race in February. Boom. All right, this was Parker's seat. That's how easy it would be to get stuff from one truck to another, because we don't just use one truck for each track. We have 4 different trucks for 4 different tracks.
Oh shit.
We have the Daytona truck, the road course truck, the intermediate truck, and the short track truck.
Holy shit.
Okay.
What's all the differences?
And they are all built different. All of them are built different. But the reason it's easy to work on is because we usually only have one driver to deal with, which means we only have to make notes for one person. Now,
shit.
We're bringing a driver in where we have no notes on. So we try and, all right, is this comfortable for you? Hey, come check on this and see if you like it. If you don't like it, we can do it. Hey, hop in the seat and see if it's comfortable or not. Like, we have to throw all this extra stuff into preparing this truck for him, because we have to make sure that it's comfortable, not just for him, but also comfortable for us, where we can be like, okay, you're not going to be worried about it, so we're not going to be worried about it. But if you're worried about it, you need to tell us now so we can fix it.
Yeah, if you tell them too late, then there are going to be some problems. They'll be like, oh, okay, now what do we do?
And that's where the biggest thing for a crew chief and a driver. What do you think the most important trait is for a crew chief and a driver?
Communication.
Bingo! I didn't think you were going to get that. Very nice. Communication.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, that's stupid.
Kidding. It really is communication, and it's not even sometimes like you can look at Steve Kerr and Steph Curry. That's not communication. That's a relationship right there. With a NASCAR driver and a crew chief, you really have to make that bond, and you have to make it kind of quick.
Yeah, dude.
Like with us
quick.
being a part-time, like with us being a part-time team, and I hate saying part-time because I feel like that's not us at all. I feel like we're the greatest team out there. But with us being the team that we are, you know, you would think it would be easier for you. You think it would be easier for us to make that connection because the driver's always going to be there, and you know you're not racing as much. You're going to talk to him more. No. It's actually harder to talk to the driver when you're in a part-time season. That's why Chris Carrier and Parker Kligerman have just literally the greatest relationship that I've ever seen as crew chief and driver duo. They always, no matter what. I mean, Parker could have put too much brake in the rear, and he would have been like, "Oh, that was my fault. That wasn't y'all's fault. That was mine." He can call out his own mistakes, and so can Chris.
That's good.
And so it's that Jimmy Johnson and Chad Knaus relationship that I told you about on the last episode that I was on. Those 7 championships and 84 wins, that's not made by just a driver and a crew chief going out there and doing their thing.
Yeah.
That's a Tom Brady and Bill Belichick moment right there. That's both of them locking heads and saying, let's go.
Exactly.
Let's go. We have to put that into Patrick's head immediately. As soon as we get to the track, Chris is going to bring him into that NASCAR lounge in the holler, and he's going to say, even though your head is already out of your ass, get it out of your ass anyway. Lock in. Because the way Chris wants information, he wants every single bit, 110% of all the information that you could possibly give him. Because the more the information that you give him, the better he can make your race car.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and let's pause real quick and go back to when he first started getting into racing at 15 years old. Man, 65. That's 50 years of NASCAR knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
That's a NASCAR Hall of Fame deal right there. He's going to tell you that he is not the greatest crew chief in the world, and he's definitely going to tell you that he's not a NASCAR Hall of Famer. Chris Carrier is literally he's going to be a NASCAR. He's a future NASCAR Hall of Famer. The things that this man has done, that he's told me stories of, that I've seen him do, and the stuff that I see him do to these race cars, I will sit there and watch him take off his hat, lean on the fender of a race car, and let him sit there for 5 minutes, and he will put a whole entire setup together with his head.
Shit. That's mastermind right there.
How exact Chris Carrier is. If he takes a tape measure and measures something and says, damn, that's an 18th of an inch too high, I'm going to fix that. 18th of an inch, dude. That's like that.
Exactly.
He's like, no, I got to fix that. That's how Chris Carrier is. He is determined, part-time, full-time, he is going to get a truck in victory lane. We will get trucks in victory lane.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
You know,
I mean,
and hey, top 5, top 10 with Patrick Emerling. Hey, we'll take that. That's a win in our book. You know, for someone that's never been in our truck before, for someone that's never been in the truck series, hey, we'll take that. That's experience, that's knowledge, and that's just a team that knows how to work under the pressure.
Exactly. Hey, man, I mean, it's just like what I said before the last time you were on is like the good ones fine, like accept the good things, you know, the accomplishments and all that. But then the great ones will notice the smallest mistakes and make it even better.
Oh yeah, and you know, we're also that type of team where you can look at all these full-time teams and they're dominating. They got the money, they got points, they got money. So they're like, we're going to see what we got today with our number such and such sponsored whatever manufactured. You know what I mean? We're going to see what we can do. You put Chris Carrier on the microphone, he's going to be like, oh, we're going to go out there and win.
Exactly.
and some crew members will be like, what? You said what? And then what? We go out there and we wax on, wax off on everyone. We've done that for over a decade. We're one of the only part-time teams in the past decade to have at least one win per year.
Hell yeah.
I'm a part of that. I'm a part of something that goes all the way back 51 years when Henderson Motorsports was first introduced to this amazing sport.
Hey, hell, dude, and I'm proud of you, man. Congratulations. I mean, that's something that, like you said, is like otherworldly. Like, you can't even explain it fully. It's just like you sit back and you're like, like heaven almost.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I gotta imagine.
I mean, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy because this is an announcement coming from me. This is not a NASCAR announcement. This is one of my announcements, and this one I haven't told you.
Oh shit!
So if anyone hasn't known, I am originally from the amazing state of Indiana. It's on a farm, and I have it tattooed on my arm. Indiana will always be my home. I have just gotten word that maybe, this is a big maybe, depending on how good we do at North Wilkesboro, we will race at Indianapolis Raceway Park in Indianapolis, Indiana, in my home state.
Holy shit.
And I just got the ask to go.
No shit, dude.
And I said no. I'm just kidding. I said yes. Of course I said yeah.
I was like, get your ass to Indiana, brother. What are you doing?
Not just Indiana. We're going to the greatest racing city of them all, Indianapolis, which is where Indianapolis Raceway is.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I get to go back, not just to my home, but I get to go to my home track.
Yeah. And
we call it IRP for short, Indianapolis Raceway Park. So, just IRP has a nice, better zing to it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm really looking forward to it. I really, really hope we get a good result at North Wilkesboro. And I really, really hope we can go to IRP. If we do go to IRP, I'm going to be so excited. I don't care how long it takes to get there. I am going to be looking forward to every second of the ride there to get back.
And then when you do go there, you have to tell about it on another episode because,
Oh yeah.
That'll be a whole episode by ourselves. So.
Oh yeah, that's happening, brother. That's happening.
Well, dude, y'all will get there. You're gonna get good results. I already know it. Y'all work your asses off. You got a new driver, but he's gonna do great. You're gonna do great. Crew chief's gonna do good. I mean, I don't have any doubt about it, man. I mean, good luck, definitely. Congratulations to even have that opportunity, but it'll all work out. You'll get a good result. You'll be in Indianapolis. You'll be telling me about it in a few weeks, though.
Well, I don't know when Indianapolis. I think it's somewhere in July or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Schedule, but just to close out the whole NASCAR deal, it's just it's great to have Black Rhino, the ultimate aluminum trailers, come on board with us. That's really, really cool. The paint scheme looks amazing. I can't believe that. I wouldn't expect it to look this nice. Chris Carrier was just sitting there just drooling for like 15 minutes, just like, wow, this is a nice paint scheme. Yeah, so it's really cool. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. We are all looking forward to it. The whole team is, and we're gonna rock and roll next week, and we're gonna go get that trophy.
Hell yeah, you are. Is that all you got on the NASCAR biz?
Oh yeah, that is all I've got on the NASCAR biz. Off to NBA.
Indiana. That's what I was getting ready to say. 2-0 on Cleveland.
Thank you. I called it, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What the Hallie? What the Hallie, Burton? Seriously.
Exactly. Keep on going, Hallie. Keep on going. We need this.
He was voted
on here. We need Pacers to get on.
He was voted the most overrated player this year. He said overrate that.
Dude, you know who's going to be the overrated player if they don't stop talking.
Who?
Oh, Ant-Man.
Hey, wait a minute.
No. Hold up. Whoa. Hold on. No, you can't sit here. Listen. The hat's got to come off here. All right. Hat's got to come off here. Listen. Anthony Edwards, I understand what he did last year. He shut out Luka last year with the Mavs. He did everything last year with all of these teams, and then he went and shut out Luka and LeBron. I understand. Yep, that's amazing. That's awesome. Hold on a minute. I was watching the First Take with Stephen A. and them,
Mm-hmm.
and I was very surprised at how they were talking about. And now listen. I'm about to throw a lot of bash on Anthony Edwards, but that mother can perform.
No shit.
He does amazing on the court. But here's the problem. Everybody's wanting to give him the face of the NBA, but he don't want it.
Oh no.
But
I think,
the thing, like he's showing that outside the court. He's showing outside the court. He's showing he does not want the face of the NBA. But as soon as he gets on that court, man, give me all that. Give me all of it. Give me all of it. So now, with breaking news, if you haven't heard yet, Steph Curry is out for the next 3 games. So, Ant-Man better jump on top of this, because if he don't, then we really going to agree with him when he says, "No, I don't want to be the face of the NBA." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I get that you're like, whoa, why are y'all talking about it like that? Well, the reason we talking about him like this is because if he's going to sit here and talk all this smack and say, "I'm the face of the NBA on the court," but then off the court, you'll be like, "Nah, I don't want all the publicity. I don't want all this."
Yeah.
Well, you got 3 games to prove to yourself that you can play without Steph Curry on the court, because I'm telling you, if we can put a pause on Ant Edwards and Steph Curry for a second, let's think back to the 2016 NBA Finals. Draymond Green dropped over 30.
Mm-hmm.
And Draymond Green was on my list to be Defensive Player of the Year, which just shocked me that he wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
If Draymond Green does what he did a couple nights ago, he shot 7 threes, bro. 7 threes.
He had to.
Dude, if you keep on giving him these open contained, like these open opportunity shots, bro, you go let him sink them, bro. The reason why, if 2016 Draymond shows up tonight, because I think the Warriors play tonight or tomorrow, if the Draymond from 2016 shows up tonight, it's over.
Oh, I agree.
It's over. And Jimmy Butler go talk just as much shit because he used to play for the Timberwolves.
I love it, dude. He's so happy there with Buddy Hield and so they're like, if you've seen any of the videos, they're like, and he's laughing. He's not like he used to be in Philly and then Minnesota. He's locked in. He had a double-double last game.
I didn't even know that, and so I looked at the stats this morning before I went into work, and I'm just like, dude, you're 34 and you still going.
Steph's 37, and this is the first muscle strain of Steph Curry's career.
Yeah, it was a grade 1, which I guess that doesn't mean that grade 1 means bad, or grade 1 means it's not bad at all.
Not as bad. I think it's not torn or anything, but he's just gonna be out for a week. If they can get it to 6 games, they'll be all right. But
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Technically, mathematically, if the Warriors lose the next 3 games, they're not out of the series yet. Curry can still come back and be like, "All right, demon mode. Let's go." And it's over.
Exactly.
You know,
Chef Curry.
But at the same time, you do got Pajinski, you do got Hield, you got him all. You got them all.
Yeah, they're deep.
You got Post. Post is using his height. He's using his 7'1" stature.
Yeah, I've seen him. He's actually not as bad as I heard he was.
Yeah, but he can also shoot the 3 ball when he feels like he can, though.
Yeah.
I know he hasn't been doing that the last couple of games, but that's fine. He's still shooting in the paint and shooting under the rim.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't sit there and you can't sit there and judge how someone comes up off the bench like Post or Pajinski or Buddy Hield. So it's so stressful to see how everyone is talking about the Warriors like Curry's out, so they're out. I'm sorry, but you guys are still forgetting Draymond and who we just recently got from a trade.
Oh, hell yeah. Jimmy Buckets.
JB.
Jimmy Buckets.
Yes, bro. Like y'all fugazi as hell, bro, for thinking that since Curry's out, it's all over. Like, I need you to remember that these TV analyst guys, you think they just look up shit on Curry? They're going to look up shit on Curry, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, Pajinski, Buddy Hield, Post. They go look up everything because every player on that team, including the second string on the bench, is just as important.
Exactly. People, that's what teams forget about sometimes. Like, let's worry about Steph, Jimmy Butler. What about Draymond's defensive presence? What about Post? What about Pod? You know, you got Buddy Hield shooting all these shots. It's like, I mean, just because they don't get 20, 30 points doesn't mean they're not important.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that.
What the?
I'm here.
All right, I was like, I lost you for a second. What the hell? The video went away.
Not because I'm texting somebody.
Oh, okay. What the hell is going on here? Oh, what's his name?
That's real funny. All right. Well, now where's me? Not showing my face. Oh wait, here we go. Hold on a minute. I see it. Aha!
Jesus Christ.
The average Joe. How about that?
So I'm gonna go and call it now. Indiana, Denver in the NBA Finals. I don't care.
Whoa! What did you just say?
Indiana and Denver. I'm just kidding. Indiana and Golden State.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna have to pause on Golden State and Indiana here for a second. Did you see how bad OKC put a whooping? Who's OKC playing off with right now?
Denver. They beat him by like 40.
Bro, they scored 87 in the first half.
How many free throws does SGA shoot? Damn it, 60? I'm kidding. He shot a lot of them.
I have never, ever seen a team throw 87 up on the board before the fucking, oh my Lord, first half.
Warriors did it one year. They put 92 one time.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I really do believe if they keep, OKC did good that game, but at the same time, I don't know. Did Denver have all of their starting five out there that whole game?
Mm-hmm. Well, the whole game, I don't know.
Because that was some of the worst defense I've ever seen. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. Even Stephen A. was saying they took a break for this game. And I'm like, that's kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like what they did. What do you think they were trying to do there? I have never seen defense that bad after coming off a win at OKC.
Well, I think whoever it was, I think it was on the somebody on the Pat McAfee show, Quentin Richardson, I think, maybe. Somebody on there said that one thing they need to do while guarding Denver is make Jamal Murray's life hell. You got Lou Dort, SGA, Carson Wallace, Isaiah Joe, all these guards that can shut him down, and they did.
Yeah.
That's a big thing they got to do is shut him down. They have been. And it's just, if they want to win against OKC, they got to get their shit. Jokic can't. He can get 60, 20, and 20, but that won't be enough because they'll be keyed in on everybody else. So I don't know, man. It's tough.
Yep. I feel like I don't know, and it's only because I haven't heard a lot about Jokic this year. I don't know if Jokic is championship worthy anymore.
It's a mess there because the coach got fired and GM got fired 10 days before. But the stats he put up the first game, I mean, I think he's a damn good player. I just think that OKC is so young, so versatile. It's just, can Denver win the series? Yeah, but it's not going to be. It's going to be 7 games.
It's going to be 7 games every playoff team they go up against.
Exactly, because they're easy to figure out.
Well, it's not the reason it's easy to figure out is because who are you going to give the ball to mainly?
Jokic.
Exactly, and on top of that, what's Jokic's problem? Well, actually, hold on. Well, listen, Jokic doesn't have a problem. The problem that Jokic is having is the fact that he's dealing with the same thing that the Warriors were dealing with before they got Jimmy Butler. Steph had no one to pass the ball to after Clay left.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Jokic doesn't have someone to trust enough to pass the ball to yet.
That's kind of what I thought.
And on top of that, I mean, how long have these players been playing? How long have these players been playing under Jokic? Because I guarantee you, Jokic will be like, "Oh, I wish I had this player back on my team. I could really pass the ball to him. I wish I had this guy. He could steal the ball if I wasn't there to steal it." I feel like now he's just like, I need.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you got Jamal Murray you can pass to, but if he's got good defense on him, he struggles. You got Michael Porter Jr. He's a damn good shooter if he's on his game, but lately he hasn't. And Aaron Gordon's his best option. So, and won that game one for him at the buzz, or game winner at game one. But OKC is a big thing is they're just so young and so many people can guard Murray, they can guard Jokic, they can guard Gordon, they can guard Porter, they can guard everybody, and just. I don't know. I mean, I like Denver. I really like Jokic, but it's just, I don't know. It might not be their year, man. It might be OKC's time finally.
I just really, really feel like Denver is really the underdog in this series at this moment, only because it just looks like there's only one player out there doing the work. And if some chance a sportscaster sees this, I'm not dissing any players on the Denver Nuggets because those are 5 players that can play and 2 billion other people that can't. I'm saying
exactly.
So it's like I'm definitely not dissing the Denver Nuggets. You're right. They lost their GM. They lost their head coach. They need some staff.
Yeah.
But your staffing issue is also coming on the team, on the players' side as well, as far as who can we find good for Jokic. And I really, really feel like since he's in his last year of the contract, I really feel like Kevin Durant would be a really, really good piece for Jokic.
That's what I've been hearing.
Because he's got the tallness, he's got the hands, he's got getting in the paint, he's got aggressiveness. He can use his body to catch fouls. Their communication was crazy. I feel like, what's up, little girl? I feel like Jokic and Kevin Durant could really have that same communication that like Curry and Klay Thompson and
exactly. Don't hang up on him, asshole. Dad, don't hang up, you son of a. Wait till your mama gets home. Dude, it's been fun. Ryan and I were recording the podcast. I had Anna, Zoe's at work. It's been a mess, dude. Oh my god.
I thought Ryan would be on. I was going to look forward to see him.
Well, he has work tonight, I think, or tomorrow, and he had to get home because we're just now like when I called, we just got done. So it was he had to like hurry up and go home and get ready for work. So yeah, that's why. But that time we're on, he's gonna be on with us. So yeah, it's gonna be a big ass episode then too. But this episode I think it's gonna be like 3 hours long almost.
But I just feel like with Denver Nuggets are under, and I really can't put a face right now because everybody is shooting for the skies right now because I was really expecting the Warriors to lose with Curry. I really was. And I don't know how, but it's almost like, and I feel like the one that stepped up the most was the one that when Curry went out, they brought in Pajinski. And I was not expecting Pajinski. But then he started going off, and I'm like, all right, man, do your thing.
He's good.
Very.
He's a rising star. I mean, he's still developing, obviously. He's still young. He's working under Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond, all them. But once Steph's out of there one day and all that, he's going to take – I mean, if he's still on the team, which I have a feeling like he might get dealt if they rebuild because he's so young and so talented. But he's going to be – he's a good lefty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the thing. He's unique because he's a left-handed, shooter. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm definitely like want to see the Knicks and Pacers matchup next round if they get there. Oh my god, dude!
Surprised the Knicks are still up on the Celtics. I really thought Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum would go off there, but I don't know what happened there.
Here's what happened. Both games the Celtics were up 20 and blew it. Game 1 they took 63 pointers, dude, and made 15.
They were 15.
And it's just like, why are you chucking this shit? And Mikal Bridges, his defense, dude. Oh,
Horrible, isn't it?
yeah. Well, he shut down Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown both games. The same kind of play, and all he did was chuck the ball up, and the buzzer went off, and that was it. They won. I'm like, okay, this team. I mean, my neighbor's a big Celtics fan, so when I see him, I'm like, hey, what happened? Might beat my ass, but it'll be worth it.
Exactly.
Oh shit, dude, it's nuts. I don't know, man. You got anything else, or are you ready to wrap this? But you're gonna be on my outro for this episode.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. I mean, as far as I will say this: we do need to give a big shout out to Red Bull driver and Red Bull athlete Connor Zilli. He took a pretty nasty hit at Talladega a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He went head on the wall at like 180.
Oh shit.
And he has been suffering from that. And I think everyone to understand something. This may be just a sport where you go around in circles at 200 miles an hour. But the big word that people miss out of this, and the reason I'm about to go into another story here, and I'm sorry to do it, but hey, we got all day, brother.
Yeah, man.
We can sit here every day and say, oh, I can't believe you watched that stuff. It's just a bunch of cars going around circles. I don't understand. I'd be taking a nap. And I would have to sit there and either show them or explain to them, listen, you do realize that this sport has killed somebody, multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
Fireball Roberts back at the old racing days. Dang, what was that?
Bro, I don't know. She's messing with something in the office. I don't care. It's fine. She didn't break anything. Yeah.
But it's like, we lost Dale Earnhardt in 2001. And and then we almost lost Ryan Newman in 2000. Denny broke some vertebrae in his back from hitting the wall head on. Let's see. Bush in 2015 hit a concrete wall head on. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the difference between safer barriers and concrete walls. Safer barriers absorb the impact of your car. Concrete walls give you the impact of the car.
Exactly.
So it hurts more. It broke and shattered Kyle Busch's right foot and left leg.
Oh, dude.
And came back that same year and won the championship at the end of the season.
That respect to that.
But I just want to throw out there, this is not a sport where it's just a bunch of cars, a bunch of rednecks going around and start one calls it.
Yeah.
I understand you guys have your jokes about it and everything. This sport kills. It breaks bones. It causes concussions. It retires drivers early, way before that they should be retiring.
Exactly.
There's just so many. Brian Vickers is a prime example. He was an amazing race car driver. I think he was 28 years old, got blood clots in his knees, and it made him quit racing.
Oh, damn.
It's literally a sport where you can't just be a Hosties Twinkies guy and you come into a race car thinking you've got the stuff. You got to fit. You have to be at a good weight. I'm not saying NASCAR has a certain weight, but I'm saying you have to be athletic because the inside of a race car get up to 140 degrees.
Oh, dude.
Your race car driver, Troy, loses 8 to 10 pounds a race.
What the hell, man? I needed to do racing.
8 to 10 pounds.
That's nuts, dude. Really.
Oh, yeah. And the track temperature is hotter than the air. It will always be hotter than the air.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
My papa told me about that part.
But just don't talk about it. Just don't talk about sport that you know is dangerous deep in the back of your mind. But then as soon as you hop inside a car, you're like, oh no, do this. No, no,
Hey.
no, no. No, you said this was easy. Go do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, but I never said it was easy. I was like, fuck that.
I have rode shotgun in a NASCAR race car around Charlotte Motor Speedway and went 203 miles an hour. Let me explain something to you what that feels like. That hurts. Painful. Listen,
Whiplash.
no, you go from flat to 24 degrees of banking in an instant.
Oh.
That's not, people think that just feels normal and your body just pushes to one side of the car. You're pulling G's. You're going against gravity.
Exactly.
So, and on top of that, you're fighting a 3,200-pound race car with just a steering wheel. Steering wheel. And I know there's people like, oh, what, you can't go hold a steering wheel? Yeah. 180, 200. No, you have to have focus, and cars are this close around you.
Yeah.
I mean, why are you going to sit here and say, especially the ones that have never seen the sport, that have just like seen glimpses of it, how are you going to say that it's a bunch of cars going around circles when you've never experienced it?
Exactly.
Okay, prime example, you remember Rozelle Godfrey went to high school with us.
Yeah.
Tall as ever. You remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. Always made fun of me for liking racing.
Oh well.
And then I took him to his first NASCAR race.
And changed his mind.
Wants to go to another one.
Hey man, you just gotta show him.
I'm telling you, that's what it takes. Yes, watching it on TV may be boring because you're always in your home. You're not out and about. You're not at a sporting event. I'm telling you, go to the race. You get to experience everything. You get to go to the fan zone. You get a VIP to watch on TV. You get to get on the microphone. You get pictures of race cars. You get autographs. I mean, Rozelle's going to Bristol with me in the fall. We have a chance to meet the one and only Michael Jordan.
Oh,
the Michael Jordan.
Hell yeah.
Because he owns a race team. So he's going to be there.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now.
We have a chance to be, hey, can we get a picture and autograph from you, man? Dude, we idolize you, bro. Bro, we have, it's crazy. It's cool because not just Michael Jordan is in racing. Pitbull is in racing. The hip hop.
Yeah.
He's part owner of Trackhouse Racing. Well, was, but not anymore. But still, he was involved in racing. Oh my gosh, who else can I name? Shaquille O'Neal had a race. Had a race team for one race. Floyd Mayweather had an entry in the Daytona 500.
That's insane. That's a good list.
The boxer hopped onto the NASCAR and said, "Hey, this is cool. I want to put a race car out here."
He can do it. He has money.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. But what I'm trying to tell you is, we don't need celebrities from NASCAR to make this sport great.
Exactly.
We can get celebrities from the NBA, the NFL. Hell, we've had Donald Trump give the command to start engines. I mean, come on.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just letting y'all know, hey, NASCAR is one of the top 3 biggest sports, in my eyes, the top 3 biggest sports in the world.
Oh, I agree.
As far as motorsports, it's number 1. Motorsport, it's the greatest sport. It's the greatest motorsport of all, right above Formula 1.
I agree completely. I mean, for good reason. So, I mean, numbers speak for themselves. Experiences speak for themselves. So, anybody that says otherwise, they don't know what they're talking about. So,
yeah.
But hey, man, it's exciting. I mean, I hope you get an autograph from Jordan. That'll be and post it on Facebook so everybody can be like, "Oh, damn, I wish I was doing that."
But hey, we'll wrap it up from there, brother.
All right, man. All right, so everybody, thank you for coming to episode 10. This has been special. Thanks to Rye, Gabe, everybody that's supporting us. We love you. And the whole freaking drill. Like, subscribe, share. If you don't, you suck. No, I'm kidding. But for real, I love you guys. Love you, man.
Love you,
Let's
brother.
sign off, and I will talk to you soon, man. All right.
All right. See you guys. Huge thanks to Food Country USA for making this whole race team possible.
Hell yeah. Later, man.
Later.